Namaste students. Today we are going to start with the graphical solution of linear inequalities in two variables. If you have seen the previous videos which we have done graphical solution of linear inequalities in one variable. Alright, remember? And we represented that on a number line. But now I have to represent the linear inequalities in two variables. Alright. So if you remember, if I remove the word inequalities, if you remember, if there is some expression which has two variables and that also the linear part, suppose if I say 2x plus 3y is equals to 4. 2x plus 3y is equals to 4. What does it represent? It represents a straight line in a Cartesian plane. It represents a straight line in a Cartesian plane. Alright, so that means we have done earlier, we know that ax plus by is equals to c represents a straight line in a Cartesian plane. Alright, in a Cartesian plane. We have already plotted in our junior classes. Fine. So a straight line, if I say this is my Cartesian plane, alright, for example, if there is some line which is vertical, alright, any line whose, when we plot that line on the graph, it comes vertical. And if you remember, vertical means parallel to y-axis, suppose if it is. So it divides the plane into two parts, that is a left half plane and right half plane. A line always divides a plane, vertical line I am talking about, it always divides a plane into two parts. One would be left half plane and one would be right half plane. Alright, and if the line is non-vertical, if the line is non-vertical, for example, this is the line. So it's dividing the plane into two parts, upper and lower. So this is upper half plane and this is lower half plane. Upper half plane and lower half plane. Is this clear to everyone? Whenever a vertical line is drawn, it divides a plane into two halves. One is a left half plane and the right half plane, clearly from the diagram, and upper half plane and the lower half plane. Alright, this we are talking about a line. Line which is represented by ax plus by is equals to c. That means if I have an expression ax plus by, it can have a relation with c either equals to, or it can be ax plus by lesser than c, and the third relation will be ax plus by greater than c. Equals to, definitely right now I am talking about strict inequalities. Alright, so that means this expression ax plus by can have only these three relations with c. Equals to, that is a slack inequalities that may come. Alright, so now this line represents this case. A line represents ax plus by is equals to c. But my topic is to find a graphical solution of these two cases. To find a graphical solution of these two cases. Very easy. Few things you need to remember and we will be able to find out the solution of linear inequalities in two variable, graphical solution. Let's see how to solve linear inequality graphically. Now see, if you see the diagram, I told you ax plus by, this expression can have these three relations with c. It can be equals to, it can be lesser than, it can be greater than. And we have already studied that ax plus by is equals to c always represents a straight line. Alright, we have already plotted this in our junior classes. So suppose this is a line which is represented. The equation is ax plus by is equals to c. Now, if I pick up any inequality, I have to find out what does it represent. अब ये तो लाइन है, ये कहाँ पर है? ax plus by less than c, ये कौन सा एरिया है या कौन सा? You know that inequalities का solution कैसा आता है? If suppose this is 2x plus something, some inequalities, it's always like lesser than x, x से 2 से बड़ा है, -3 से छोटा है, तो एक रेंज आती है ना. एग्जैक्ट आंसर तो नहीं आता कि x is equals to 2. इज इट क्लियर? ऐसा आएगा कि x is greater than equals to 2. दैट मीन्स x की कोई भी वैल्यू हो सकती है 2 से बड़ी और इक्वल. x की कोई भी वैल्यू सपोज -3 से छोटी हो सकती है. सो दैट मीन्स द इनइक्वालिटी डू नॉट रिप्रेजेंट अ पॉइंट. ऑलराइट, इट ऑलवेज रिप्रेजेंट अ वास्ट रेंज. इट रिप्रेजेंट्स अ area. So now this line is dividing it into two planes that we have already done. One is the upper half plane, one is the lower half plane. So which plane would be represented by either this inequality or this inequality? That is my question. Very simple things what you have to remember. These are the steps which you need to follow. Step 1, take any point in either, say if I say this is plane 1 or plane 2, either in plane 1 or plane 2. Alright, this is my first step. हमने क्या करना है? प्लेन 1 या प्लेन 2 में से कोई एक पॉइंट पिक कर लो. एक को लेना, दोनों को नहीं लेना. और I'll pick up any point this side. I'll pick up any point that side in the upper half plane. Alright, now step 2, put that point in given inequality. Put that point in given inequality. Suppose मैंने इधर एक point pick कर लिया. This is my point, say alpha beta. Fine. Put any point and pick any point from that plane and then put this point in inequality. यहाँ पर इस point को x की जगह पर और y की जगह पर substitute कर दिया. ठीक है? Understood? Pick up any point in either of the planes, then put that point in the inequality. अगर step 3, if that point satisfies the inequality, then that is the solution area, solution region. That is the solution region. Just keep in mind, pick up any point in any of the planes, upper half, lower half, left half, right half, जो भी according to the drawing, according to the graphing of that line. जैसे line बनेगी उसके हिसाब से इधर वाले plane में या उधर वाले plane में से एक point pick करना है. उस point को inequality जो भी मुझे given होगी उसके अंदर substitute करना है. अगर वो point उस inequality को satisfy करता है, alright, कि अगर satisfy करने का मतलब है, suppose if I say 2x plus 4y is greater than 2. If I put x is equals to 1 and y is equals to 2, so it is 2 plus 8, definitely that is greater than 2. So satisfy कर रहा है ये point. अगर वो point उस inequality को satisfy कर रहा है, तो जिस तरफ का point उस inequalities को satisfy कर रहा है, that will be my solution region. That will be my solution region. Alright? And if it does not satisfy, then other plane is the solution region. The other plane is the solution region. Very clear? Pick up a point in any one of the planes, put it in the given inequality. If it satisfies the inequality, so that side is my answer. That area is the solution region. If it does not satisfy, then the other half is the solution set, or you say solution area. Here it's not set because we are representing it on the graph. So solution region. Alright. Few things you need to keep in mind while plotting the linear inequalities in two variables on the graph. The region containing all the solutions of inequality is called solution region. It's called solution region, as we did previously. Like suppose if it is the upper half plane or the lower half plane, so that plane which is the answer, that is called solution region. Alright, fine. The second, if the inequalities is of this type or this type, that means if it is a slack inequality, that means equals to sign is also there, then all the points lying on the line are also the part of the solution set. That means if the line is also equals to sign is there, and this is the line which is represented, this is line, and for example if I plot it and this side area is coming, so all the points on the line will also be the part of solution region. All the points on the line will also be the part of solution region, because with the line there is an equals to sign also. That means line as well as the area which is represented by that inequality, both are under the solution region. Alright, and we will always draw a dark line there because the line is also included. We will also always draw a dark line there. Alright, and if the inequality is like strict inequality, if it is of this type, then the points on that line are not the part of the solution set. They are not included in the solution set. And we always draw a broken line. If it is only less than or equals to, I draw a line like a broken line, not the dark line. That means this line is not included. And whatever the side area will come, I will just shade that. I will just shade that. Alright, this is very, very important. If the line is, its inequality is a slack inequality, then a dark line, and all the points on that line are also the solution set region. And if it is only less than or equals to, it will be a dotted line, and the points on that line are not the part of that solution region. Alright, in that case we have to draw the line as a broken line, or you say as a dotted line. Let's explain this topic with the help of an example. Suppose I have to solve 3x plus 2y greater than 6 graphically. I have to solve 3x plus 2y greater than 6 graphically. So first of all, I will just take a line. ठीक है, लाइन को प्लॉट करते हैं, उसके बाद we will come on the inequalities. How do we plot line? And just a recapitulation you have done in your previous classes. We do like this. Then we make a table. If I put x is equals to 0, I'll get y as 3. If I put 1, I'll get y as 1.5. If I put 2, I'll get x and y as 0. So now I'm going to plot it. So you all will be plotting it on the graph. Alright. I'm just plotting it on the blackboard. So you will be plotting it on the graph proper with the accurate measure. Alright, let's plot the points. 0, 3. At x0, y is 3. At 1, it is 5. At 2, it is 0. Alright. Now just keep in mind, we are not plotting the straight line. We have to exactly plot inequality, and I told you when we discussed the notes, if it is only strict inequality, the line would be a broken line. The line will be a broken line. So I will draw it like this because there is no equals to sign. You will be doing it on the graph, so that's going to be accurate. Alright, clear? Fine, so this is the line 3x plus 2y equals to 6, not exactly equals to, because it is only we have inequality like greater than, so it will be a dotted line. Now what was the next step? How do we check this inequality represents which area? The upper half plane or the lower half plane? Remember, we discussed the steps. The first is, what do you need to do? Pick up the inequality. Pick up any point either this side of the plane or that side. See, very easy. Pick up 0, 0. 0, 0 would be in any one of the planes. Put in the equality, easiest thing. Preferable, always 0, 0. Alright. So if suppose it is next, now I'll put 0, 0 here. Fine, or that's your choice. You can pick up any point. Suppose you want to pick up -1, -1. You want to pick up 1, 1. Or you want to take any plane that side. I have taken, any point that side. I have taken this side a point, that is 0, 0. Let's put it in the inequality. 0 is greater than 6. Is it possible? No, 0 is not greater than 6. That means this plane, the lower half plane, is not my solution region. It is not satisfying my inequality. So by default, now you don't have to check the other one. Other one definitely is going to satisfy it. Alright, you just shade the other side. Just shade the other side. Is it clear to everyone? So very, very simple. What you have to do, you just have to plot that point, that line, whatever is given to us. If it is equals to sign, then the line would be darker. It means all the points lying on this line are also the part of solution region. Alright. But if it is no equals to sign, it is a strict inequality. So line would be a broken line. And then take a point in either this side of the plane, lower half or upper half, left half or right half. If it satisfies the inequality, so that side is my answer, that half is my answer. Otherwise, the other half would be the solution region. Is it clear? Very, very simple concept it is. So, you have to practice it, go through the topic, and then we will be doing the exercise. Let's take one more example. Solve y less than 2 graphically. So, first of all, we will always plot graph y is equals to 2. I will graph y is equals to 2. That means let's see what kind of line comes. Now I don't have any x. How do we used to do it? We used to put values of x and y. If I put value of x as 0, I'll get 2 only as answer. If I get 1, I'll get 2. If I put -1, then also I'll get 2. Is it clear? So it's a constant. Y is equals to 2. Whatever the value of x will be, the value of y remains same. That is 2. Because there is no x. Alright? For all the values of x, the value of y remains same. That is 2. Let's plot it. For -1 it is 2. For 0 it is 2. For 1 it will be 2. For 2 it will be 2. -2 it will be 2. And so on. This we are going to do. Oh, I made a mistake. I have only less than. So what I need to do? It will be a broken line. It will be a broken line. So we need to be careful. Alright. It will be a broken line. Alright. Now, always keep in mind this we are going to do in straight lines in details. Anything which has in the form of y is equals to something, that's always a line parallel to x-axis. If we have x is equals to something, that is always a line parallel to y-axis. Y is equals to some constant parallel to x-axis. X is equals to some constant parallel to y-axis. So now, this line is a horizontal line, so it is dividing into two portions, upper half, lower half. So what do I do? I pick up any point. I told you preference always easier is 0, 0. Let's pick up 0, 0. There is no x, just a value of y, and which is true. Which is true. So that means which side? The 0, 0 is satisfying it. That means my solution region is this is my solution region. Alright children, fine. So step remains the same. You have to pick up any point either on one plane or the other plane. Put in the inequalities. If it satisfies the inequality, that side is my answer. Otherwise, the other half is my answer. Alright. So this you have to do properly.